Hello, and welcome to Scoop, the ice cream review podcast, where we try all the cone creations, signature slushes, and frozen foods on the East Coast to give you the ultimate scoop.
Yeah, honey, don't die, because you sounded out of breath the second we began this.
I wasn't ready this time.
Well, I could tell.
Okay, my name is Holly Hagman, and with me is my co-host, husband, and ice cream connoisseur, Paul Percivali. Paul, why did the child get in trouble for eating all the ice cream?
Wow, honey, I think you got to get some giggles out there, because he was, thick?
Because he was hogging it. That'll make sense when you see the spelling of it.
Right.
But anyway, in our last episode, we reviewed Jersey Freeze, which we placed at the B tier level. And for this episode, we are reviewing an international brand started by Polish immigrants, Häagen Dazs.
I definitely didn't know about the whole Polish thing.
Really?
Nope, had no idea.
I guess I only knew that because of my research, so.
Probably. But yeah, you didn't know beforehand, did you?
No, and it's crazy too, the name origin, which we'll talk about when we get to that part of the history.
Okay, because I'm interested in that.
It's hysterical.
I was about to say, is it unhinged?
I can't possibly make this up. So.
Okay.
But anyway, so as per usual, we're going to start with the background about Häagen Dazs and its inception in the United States, and then its global domination. That's not the right word.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's basically dominated all of the food markets when it comes to like easily accessible ice cream.
I mean, true. Fair enough. All right. So, Paul, you want to tell us about the background info?
Sure. Since starting in 1960, we've kept it simple. Source the finest ingredients and transform them into the most... Well, I shouldn't be speaking in a southern accent. Especially not for one that deals with a Polish company.
Oh my god.
And transform them into the most luxurious ice cream. Because we believe that luxury is found wherever you are in moments large and small. Here's to choosing deliciousness every single time. All
right, do you want to do take two on that? Because that was...
All right, fine.
I'm kidding.
Wait, no, you're...
No,
Since 1960s, we've kept it simple. Source the finest ingredients and transform them into the most luxurious ice cream. Because we believe that luxury is found wherever you are. In moments large and small, it's here to choose deliciousness every single time. Honestly, why did I do that better the second time around?
While you were Southern?
Yeah, when I was Southern.
I don't know.
I hate myself.
No, but that was actually amazing, and I love it.
All right. Now, continuing in an un-Southern way, Reuben and Rose Mattis started this company in the Bronx with only 3 flavors, chocolate, vanilla, and coffee. Okay, so New York.
Yes.
So I'm guessing they came over as Polish immigrants, and then they started their company.
Yep.
Good for them.
Mm-hmm.
According to Wikipedia, there it was again. According to Wikipedia, the company opened its first retail store in Brooklyn, New York on November 15th, 1976. Oh, the Pillsbury Company. Yeah, the Pillsbury food conglomerate brought Häagen Dazs in 1983, and now the brand is sold worldwide. And ain't that the truth? Their product offering includes ice cream cartons, ice cream bars, ice cream cakes, sorbet, frozen yogurt, and gelato. I find it very interesting how this is a company that, they excel in the fact that they generally don't have a storefront. But, all their stuff, Breyers is the same way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Breyers is the same way. But they still have storefronts, and Breyers doesn't.
As far as I know, yeah. I mean, I don't know, to be honest. I haven't looked for Breyers, because they're not my favorite flavor.
I like them. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, anyway. But yeah, in the same vein as, Ben & Jerry's, who sells mostly retail, but they do have storefronts.
They exist.
And that's the same thing with Häagen Dazs. But cool thing about Häagen Dazs, which is time to talk about the origin of the name, because it's a funky name, right?
Yes, please
and
tell me
you're
what's the
probably
deal.
wondering what it means, right?
Oh, I am.
So, in 1959, Mr. Mattis decided to form a new ice cream company with what he wanted to be a Danish-sounding name. The name Häagen Dazs is a tribute to Denmark's alleged exemplary treatment of the Jews during World War II.
Wait, what?
A move known in the marketing industry as foreign branding. His daughter, Doris Hurley, reported this in 1996 PBS documentary and ice cream show that her father, to come up with this name, sat at the kitchen table for hours saying nonsense words until he came up with a combination he liked.
So it has nothing to do with Reptilicus.
It means nothing. It's not even, like, the way it's actually spelled with the, like, 2 dots over the A, that letter apparently doesn't actually exist in Danish, but he wanted it to sound Danish because he's paying tribute to how Denmark treated Polish Jews during World War II. It's a nice reason, but it's like, it means nothing. It doesn't, the words are made up. It has no basis in actual real language, and it is just kind of nonsense.
That's interesting.
It is interesting, right? I looked at multiple sources for this, like
to just make sure that was indeed the case?
Yep.
And it is indeed the case?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. Wild.
Yes.
But that is Ruben Mattis and his coming up with the name. His wife, Rose, I think, is partially to attribute the kind of luxurious ice cream vibe that they have, because in order to kind of breed word of mouth discussion, Rose would dress up in very fancy clothes to distribute free samples of the ice cream, giving the ice cream an air of sophistication and class.
Well, the only thing I could say about this whole origin story is it's still not as unhinged as Gabriel's Fountain.
Well, Gabriel's Fountain's origin story was all made up.
Exactly.
The fact that this is accurate is the part that's unhinged.
Yes.
But Häagen Dazs is currently marketed as super premium ice cream, as a super premium ice cream brand, which means it is quite dense with very little air mixed in during manufacturing, right?
I could believe that based on what I've sampled.
We know this. There's not a lot of overrun in the Häagen Dazs ice cream. It uses no emulsifiers or stablers other than egg yolks, and it has a generally high butterfat content.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. It is very high quality in terms of the ice creams.
Yes. It's very rich and creamy and delicious.
Yeah, so there's a reason why it's, like, loved worldwide.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, I guess we're going to go into purchasing the ice cream, the signature dishes.
That's pretty much all you need to know about their history. They don't have a ton
other than that story.
That information. So we can just talk about the signature dishes, and then, we've got some side stories here and there.
Okay. So, signature dishes. They don't have a lot here, but what they do have is tried and true. So they have ice cream bars. So ice cream bars like the, ones?
Like on a stick.
Oh, those.
Like at home.
I thought
you get in your freezer. They're usually coated in chocolate, and they might have either vanilla or chocolate ice cream on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's a caramel swirl. Maybe there's a fudge swirl. Maybe there's nuts. That kind of stuff.
Ah, okay. I know what you're talking about now. Okay. They also have butter cookie cones. What is a butter cookie cone? So
it's a cone, again, for your freezer, like prepackaged kind of thing. But the cone is made, I believe, of butter cookie. And it has the different ice cream flavors on top of it. It's on their website, and we'll include pictures, and it looks really yummy. So is it like one of those drumstick things? Is it sort of similar to that? Yeah, similar. So it has like the cone and that. Yeah, those. Yep. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The cone isn't standard ice cream cone. It's literally a cookie. It's a bit of cookie. Have I ever had that? I don't think so, and I don't think I've had it either, to be honest.
Well,
but you know who may have?
Who?
Your Aunt Ruthie. She mentioned that she's possibly a bigger ice cream fan than we are, to be honest.
So that's why she listens to us.
She eats ice cream every night as her dessert. Like, not like a ton of it. Typically, she'll have one of the mini bars from Häagen Dazs, she mentioned.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm wondering, she probably has tried the butter cookie cone, because it's,
Interesting. Well, I'd like to try that at some point.
Me too.
Too bad they didn't have that at the physical location.
Right? That would have been cool.
And if they did, it's not like it's my first thought to go for like an ice cream cone looking thing.
From Häagen Dazs, yeah.
Yes. Because when I think Häagen Dazs, I think of like from the pint thing.
I'll be honest, when I think Häagen Dazs, I think romantic comedy. A girl just got dumped by her boyfriend, and she goes to the freezer for ice cream, and that's what she gets. You know what I mean?
Do you know this from experience?
She pulls out How dare you?
I mean...
She pulls out the pint of perhaps Häagen Dazs' chocolate peanut butter ice cream, and may or may not eat the entire thing in one sitting. Who knows?
This story seems a little bit too specific,
Who knows?
Honey.
And then, that's... I don't know what you're talking about. It's very generic.
Right, okay, sure. Let's go with that. And then they also have pints. And the pints should be self-explanatory because anyone who has gone to, like, a grocery store any time in their life and has looked in the ice cream section, probably, like, I'd say 50% of the entire, like, space that they have for the ice cream that isn't Breyers is probably Häagen Dazs.
Yes.
And then they probably have some, like, friendly stuff in there.
Yeah, definitely.
So, what's their average sized like pint thing? Was it the 14 ounces that you just like saw there?
Yes, that is a standard pint sized Häagen Dazs container.
I was going to say bottle.
That's think of the word.
Incorrect though. Your smoothie has given me hiccups.
I'm sorry. But yeah, so they have a variety of different ice cream flavors. This is not comprehensive because there's more that I've seen.
There's so much.
But this is like from their website. This is under the Our Products heading. These are the ones that they, I guess, are marketing the most. So they have on sale in pints. New York strawberry cheesecake.
I like how you said that.
Vanilla caramel pecan.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm not doing it over and over. Black and white cookie. Bourbon praline pecan.
Side note, you accused me the other day when we were reading for the audiobook of channeling some Roswell energy. I'm pretty sure that's what you just did, honey.
I don't know what you mean. Anyway. Bourbon vanilla bean truffle. Butter pecan, caramel cone, cherry vanilla, chocolate chip cookie dough, chocolate chip, chocolate peanut butter, which is really good, to be honest.
Yo, I think I see a trend with the chocolate here.
Chocolate peanut butter pretzel, which I haven't had but sounds amazing. Coffee chip, coffee chocolate brownie, coffee, cookies and cream, double Belgian chocolate chip, dulce de leche churro, dulce de leche, honey salted caramel almond. That's a lot of things. Irish cream brownie, creamy mango, and then non-dairy mango sorbet. This one's for you. Matcha green tea ice cream.
Where was that the other day when we went?
I don't think they had it in stock when we went, but you can buy it in a pint to have at home. Peppermint bark, which they were marketing heavily because it's December when we went.
'Tis the season.
And there was just so much peppermint bark signage everywhere. Pineapple, coconut, pistachio, and then non-dairy raspberry sorbet. Then you have Rocky Road rum raisin, rum tres leches, strawberry, summerberry cake pop, triple fudge chocolate cookie, and vanilla bean, and then vanilla chocolate chip, your classic vanilla Swiss almond.
I was about to say, are you about to run out of breath here, honey? Do I need to call the hospital?
No, I'm okay. And then white chocolate, raspberry, truffle. And I'm saying this is not comprehensive because the flavor I tried was not on this list. So,
yeah, you said so many, I forgot if you even said mine.
I said yours last, because alphabetically it was last.
Oh, you blew my brain so much with that whole description that I just stopped, I guess, processing for a bit.
Probably. I mean, there's a lot of options. And then there's stuff that, like, they have other things. Like, hold on a second. When I was just doing some other looking up of things before, I saw something called Häagen Dazs Heaven, and I don't know what that is, so I'm going to look.
Sounds fancy.
Oh, it's a diet ice cream.
Diet ice cream.
Yeah.
There's no such thing.
Light ice cream. It's only 210 calories per serving, so I wonder if it's made with artificial sweetener.
I don't think there's such thing as a dieting ice cream.
Have you seen Halo? The Halo ice cream? That's
maybe.
probably what this is. Actually, I'm realizing as I'm looking at the name, this is probably
the reference.
A reference to that to try and like steal some customers from Halo Top.
Those darned bastards.
Well, that's fine, because honestly, Halo Top sucks. Maybe Häagen Dazs can do it better. Halo Top...
Wow.
I'm sorry, that's my hot take. Halo Top ice cream tastes like chemicals, and it's vile, and I don't care for it.
Great, now we're going to have the Halos ninjas after us.
They're all going to come get us. Let's see. Does the Häagen Dazs stuff... No artificial sweeteners, but fewer calories, so maybe theirs is better. I don't know. So they also have apparently diet conscious ice cream, which again, if you're gonna eat ice cream, I don't really understand. Just freaking eat ice cream. But
yeah,
anyway.
don't fool yourself. You're not doing yourselves any favors.
Exactly. But they have it, so that's cool. These butter cookie cones sound really good. I want to try them. And yeah, I like Häagen Dazs ice cream. Even prior to this, like, excursion.
To a physical location.
To the physical location. Which, to be honest, prior to the podcast research, I didn't know Häagen Dazs had any? A storefront.
Yeah, me neither. I did not know either.
But, so let's talk about a little bit of experience with Häagen Dazs, if we have any in the past.
Well, my experience is I've never been a big Häagen Dazs person.
Really?
No. I wouldn't even say that I have become one since going here, but I've never been a real Häagen Dazs sort of person. I don't know why. I've always just been a Breyers person. Breyers.
Okay.
So, yeah, I did... Sorry, we had a small interruption. But anyway, yeah, I have never been very much of a Häagen Dazs person. The only times that I've ever had it was when anyone was coming over, or my family bought some Häagen Dazs ice cream from a ShopRite or something, and they just chose to bring something back for me. But that did not happen too often.
Do you have familiarity with any of the other flavors?
Nope, I don't have a single flavor that I particularly like.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have they have the white chocolate raspberry truffle. Oh, I'm definitely going to go for that. No, I don't have anything of that sort.
Okay.
I mean, now I do, but that's beside the point.
Well, yeah, other than, the other day. But on the flip side of that, I really enjoy Häagen Dazs ice cream. I think
one of, your places that you've always enjoyed going to?
I think, well, not going to. I've never been to the storefront before.
Well, you like the ice cream,
but
is what I'm saying.
Yes, the ice cream I enjoy. If it's on sale at the grocery store, it's probably my pick for, brand to buy.
And you specify on sale because it's expensive,
It's a little pricey. It can be a little pricey, but you get what... I really feel like this one is one of those things where you get what you pay for, because it's good. The pints at the grocery store were cheaper than what we ordered at the storefront. So that's something to think about. But
yeah, that was a bit expensive.
It was a little pricey. But Yeah, so I think in case it wasn't obvious before, I really enjoy Häagen Dazs' chocolate peanut butter.
Yes.
It's very smooth and creamy and delicious, and it has, like, clearly uses real peanut butter, and it's just, like, the texture is so smooth and good.
But they didn't have that, did they?
They might have, I just didn't want to have something I'd already had.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that, like, they didn't have what you usually got.
No.
Maybe I'm hallucinating. Don't worry about it.
All right, that's not concerning at all. But I think I've had their chocolate chip cookie dough, decent. I've had their chocolate chip, because that's my dad's favorite flavor, and sometimes he doesn't finish it.
Right, so
I'll just, sneak in there and snag that up.
Yeah, it's like a hungry crow, or a seagull on the beach. From personal experience.
A seagull on the beach. I didn't snatch it out of his hands.
Well, he snatched it out of yours.
Oh my god. That's a different thing entirely, but okay.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that the seagull snatching a sandwich physically out of my hands on the beach is a little bit different than me going in the freezer and finishing ice cream that has already been sampled.
In some households, it's pretty much the same.
Oh my god. Anyway, so I really enjoy Häagen Dazs ice cream as a rule. It's very good quality ice cream, and I'm a fan. So when we found out that it had a storefront we could go to, I was like, wow, this is going to be an interesting experience, because I never have seen a Häagen Dazs store in my life. So the experience of going was interesting. Yeah,
we went like the day right before Christmas. So, or
2
days. the day right before Christmas was it was crowded. It was busy.
Well, we went because the whole thing is, right, the Häagen Dazs storefront that we went to, the closest one to us, I think the only one near us, is in the Menlo Park Mall in Edison. So we had to go to the Menlo Park Mall 2 days before Christmas. Yeah,
that was a choice.
So as you can imagine, it was a bit crowded.
Yeah, we had to park all the way in the back of the Macy's.
We did.
So far back.
We parked a ways away. But I gotta tell you, as the parking lot looked like a hot mess, and I was kind of nervous going in. I'm like, we're gonna be in so many lines. We're gonna have so much stuff. No, not really. It was crazy. Because, again, I really thought that we were gonna have to wait a lot for things. That was not the case.
No, they had millions of employees there. They were just all over the place. Anywhere they could, they probably called in the whole cavalry that day for every store in the building. Man, do you remember that comic store?
Yes.
I literally had to, wait for periods of time for people to move just so that I could, get anywhere.
Yeah. That was more of the issue, was, moving around other humans to get to things. But, the actual lines moved quickly. We bought stuff at Bath & Body Works. I don't think we waited in line at all.
No.
We bought stuff at Barnes & Noble. That was the longest line I waited in, and it was maybe 4 people in front of me, and it was moving quick because they had all the registers open.
Yes.
And then at the actual Häagen Dazs, there was only one other person in front of us, and they were quick.
Yeah. Generally speaking, we had to wade through a lot of traffic, human traffic.
Foot traffic.
Yeah, human traffic. A lot. But on the actual lines, we didn't end up waiting very long.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's very true. So, overall,
we even discovered a new ice cream place that we had no idea existed.
Yes, in the process of looking for Häagen Dazs, we found a different place that will be in episode 26, which is not next week's episode. It's 2 weeks from now, because next week's episode is the mid-season tier list shakeup.
Yes.
So
where we just debate on whether or not we've made mistakes in the past,
right,
and we correct them.
Exactly. So in 2 weeks from now, you'll find out what other ice cream place we discovered at the Menlo Park Mall. But for now, we are going to talk about Häagen Dazs. So the Häagen Dazs is not a full-blown store. It's a storefront. It's in the food court.
Hopefully for not crime. I mean...
Get out of here.
I do what I want.
It's in the... Will you stop playing Tetris while we are podcasting?
It helps me think.
Oh, I don't even remember what I was going to say.
About how Häagen Dazs is probably a front for crime.
It's not a front. Stop saying that. Now the Häagen Dazs people are going to come after us.
I mean, maybe if we get so many different ice cream ninjas coming after us, they'll have to fight each other off and we can run away.
Oh my god. So, Häagen Dazs, and you know what? The Smoothie King ninjas are probably coming after us too, because we said they blend their employees into the smoothies. So there's that.
They know what they do.
Oh my god. We're in trouble. So Häagen Dazs is not a fully enclosed store. It's a kiosk at the food court.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
In the Menlo Park Mall. I didn't expect that
But
either.
it makes sense. If you're a food place, you want to be right there. That's where people go.
That's true.
Anything else is just extra. I don't know. The ice cream place I felt like would probably switch their stall if they could. The nice one that we came in, that we found that we're going to be reviewing for 26.
Yes. So, yeah, but it was in the food court. It was near the New York French fry stall and the Salad Works, which was kind of ironic. But I thought, I've never in my life seen a New York French fry as a restaurant.
Yeah, I definitely haven't.
Never heard of it in my life, but apparently they have French fries and hot dogs and stuff like that. So, anyway, we had a nice little experience going before we got to the Häagen Dazs. We walked around the mall. We got a nice little dinner at the ramen place a couple feet away.
That was nice.
The Häagen Dazs. Got a nice veggie ramen and this weird tuna ball.
And totally unrelated to the food, but I got my first Ko-fi donation while we were sitting there waiting for our ramen to come out.
That's true.
Yes, that it's just a big deal in my brain, and it's stuck there now by association.
Well, that makes sense, honestly.
Yes. For the audiobook, by the way.
Yes, you could still be the first person to donate to Scoot Podcast's Ko-fi if you so choose.
It's coming, honey. I'm telling you. It's soon. It's soon.
Anyway, so we ended up having our ramen and getting some boba tea and having a nice little dinner. And then we ended up walking over to Häagen Dazs afterwards to pick things up to actually bring home.
Yeah, it was our on our way out.
Yeah.
Purchase.
Because we, at that point in the day, were very full and tired and just wanted to go home. And it was also, 28 degrees out, so we were like, it's not going to melt in the car. And so...
It didn't.
And it didn't.
Spoilers.
So it worked out really well. This is one of those things where we have a bonus flavor as well, because my mom has tasked us with a task.
Yes.
For wherever we go on our ice cream excursions, because her favorite flavor, I think we've talked about this in the Baskin-Robbins episode, but her favorite flavor of ice cream is called pecan praline, and Baskin-Robbins, I guess, is famous for having it all the time.
Right.
So that was when she made us bring it home for her the first time. And I say made us. She didn't force us at gunpoint or anything. She just asked. And we were like, okay. What?
Nothing.
Anyway. So the mission we have been given, if we choose to accept it, is on our ice cream travels, if we run into pecan praline in some form or another, we should be able, we can pick it up and bring it home for her. So, color us surprised when we get to the Häagen Dazs, and they have a flavor called pralines and cream
Yep.
on the list.
She got real lucky that time.
And we were like, huh, okay. Well, that's probably the same thing, or very close. Let's get some. So, we got pralines and cream for Mom, which she ate immediately when we brought it home, and she said it was fantastic. Like, finished it in one go.
Yep.
Done. She liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Then,
we were full of ice cream.
We were
though.
full of ice cream. We didn't actually eat our ice cream until a day or 2 or 3. I don't even know how many days.
It was the day after.
No.
Yeah, it was like a day after.
Okay. Day or so later.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'll be honest, even though it was in the freezer, it held up really well and it was still delicious.
I mean, Häagen Dazs is made to last in the freezer.
That's
honey.
also true. They're like
I'm pretty sure it's genetically enginered
They're a
to
pint
survive.
brand,
Yes.
so it makes sense. But we got small cups, all of us,
Yes.
of what we ordered. And I ordered it. Can I go first this time?
Yes, honey.
Okay.
No, just go ahead.
I ordered a flavor that was not on the list that we previously went over. It's actually apparently a limited time flavor, which I learned this later.
Frenchy.
It's called Midnight Cookies and Cream, and it is a deep chocolate ice cream. I don't know if it's dark chocolate technically.
It probably is.
But it's a deep chocolate ice cream with cookie pieces mixed in.
It's probably like what you call it? It's like probably like growing crystals in the sense that you have to oversaturate the water to with like the material that the crystal grows. So maybe what they did is they oversaturated the ice cream with the chocolate that past the point which would normally be served.
I don't understand. I don't understand what you just said to me.
Yes, that's your science lesson for the day. Oversaturation. Except I'm pretty sure they didn't have to melt down the the chocolate. No, maybe they did. Maybe the first time, maybe they melted it down and then they forced it into a smaller container so that it's more chocolate per serving.
Yeah, I don't know any of that, but the Midnight Cookies and Cream is a limited edition flavor from the Häagen Dazs Decadence collection.
Decadence.
Apparently, and it's very chocolatey and very fudgy and has cookie pieces, and it's a whole thing.
Yes, very much so.
So that was the flavor I tried. I thought it was very rich. It was very chocolatey. Had a good texture. Not quite as exciting as, say, the chocolate peanut butter. I'm really, like, hooked on this chocolate peanut butter train. Hold on.
You good there?
I think.
You're blowing out my my microphone there?
I'm sorry.
Look at that waveform. Look what you've done.
I have a tickle in my throat, and I don't know what's going on.
Right.
But I liked it. I liked the Midnight Cookies and Cream. It was a different flavor one I hadn't had before. It was a good experience. I probably wouldn't get it in a whole pint because it was very, very rich. And I didn't even finish my small.
Is it still in the freezer?
It's still in the freezer.
I think mine's still in the freezer also.
It is.
But I think I had it like at the same time that I had leftover sweets from Christmas.
You did.
So I couldn't handle the rest.
Fair. Yeah, so I liked mine. I enjoyed it. Fair enough. What about you?
All right. So as I said, I don't have a lot of experience with Häagen Dazs in general, but I went with the white chocolate raspberry truffle. And it was good. I like white chocolate and I like raspberries. There were a couple of different options. There was I think there was a mint one. Good Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Yes.
That seemed aggressive, but there's an ongoing backstory that Paul always forgets to say bless you when I sneeze.
Well,
so.
And then And then the Dogma reference comes up.
Yes, the Dogma reference. If you've seen the film Dogma, the View Askew universe film with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, who are angels hell-bent on... What are they hell-bent on?
They are hell-bent on going back to heaven.
Getting back into heaven. And
because they were kicked out for doing bad things.
Yeah, there's a whole scene where the one guy is judging everybody on their sins, essentially.
With firepower.
And the one lady who's, like, left, he's like, you're a really good person. You've led a fulfilling life. But you didn't say God bless you when I sneezed. And he's about to, like, shoot her. It's crazy. So that comes up every time he doesn't say something when I sneeze. And, it's just a recurring...
Hey, wait a minute. I said Gesundheit. That wouldn't count anyway.
It counts. It's a polite thing.
It wouldn't count to Ben Affleck.
Well, Matt Damon, I think.
Oh, same difference.
But either way. So...
Anyway, but yeah, I don't usually have Häagen Dazs. I had the white chocolate after, thinking between a couple of different things, including mint. And I'm glad I went with the white chocolate raspberry truffle. It was very good. It was like, I generally speaking like white chocolate because I hate black chocolate. It's too strong. It's bitter, and I hate bitter things. White chocolate, not yellow chocolate. Milk chocolate is pretty good though. But I generally like white chocolate quite a bit. I like white chocolate truffles in general. So this was pretty good. It did taste like a melted white chocolate truffle from what's that chocolate company with the circle things?
Lindt?
Yeah, Lindt. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it tasted like a Lindt white chocolate truffle, and then it had the raspberries mixed in. And if I remember correctly, it had like goops of raspberry and goops of the truffle in it.
Yeah, it had some like jam looking stuff going on.
But it was
chocolate chips too, I think.
It was good. I enjoyed it. If you ever go out and you feel the need to buy Häagen Dazs and you need to,
flavor you want me to get?
that's the flavor that you should get.
Huh. Cool.
Yes. Now that was the flavors. Specifically, why don't we talk about like our experience at the store?
Weird.
Yes.
Weird and rushed.
Well, yeah, rushed because it was like the day before Christmas. And how was it weird?
Well, I guess because they were, like, confused by the fact that there were two of us and we were ordering 3 flavors.
Yes.
So they were like, third thing. You want another thing? And I was like, yeah, we have someone at home.
We got a powerful hunger!
Who wants ice cream? Like, what do you mean? Why are you judging the fact that we're getting more ice cream from you? It was very weird.
Well, they probably didn't own the company. They didn't care about...
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying it just seems like a weird thing to
nitpick
question.
About?
Yeah, to nitpick on your customers.
Yeah, they get paid by the hour. They don't care how much. They don't. They want you to order as little as possible, I'm sure.
Well, if the more I order, though, the longer I take as a customer and the less other annoying customers you have to deal with.
True.
That's my way of thinking.
Yeah, we weren't jerks.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Although I did have to ask for lids, and I swear it was like the end of the world.
She did look like her eyes glazed over.
She was so mad that I wanted lids. I'm like, okay.
Probably because they're not used to people not eating it then and there.
Right at the moment. But I don't know. So, anyway, that was a whole thing. And then ordering, it was like one of those, what are those things called? With the ropes.
The rope things, that's what they're called.
Okay. Well, it was like one of those
theater ropes.
With the theater ropes where you have to like get in it and go in a certain order. But it was weird too because
everyone seemed to be ignoring it, kind of.
Yeah, the place where you order was at one end and the register was at the other, but all the ice cream flavors were in the middle. And
then there were like 2 people on the sides of us, and I think we were all confused.
It was very disorganized.
I couldn't tell where to go in.
Yeah, and I mean, there was a sign that said, like, enter here, but it was...
On the other side of the ice cream?
It was
where
weird.
You look to see
you're, like,
the
trying
flavors?
to see what flavors there are. And I have bad eyesight. I think we've clarified this in the past. But, like, even with my glasses on, I'm, like, squinting to try and see what the other flavors at the register end were.
I had to jump the line to find out, like, what was what.
Yeah. It was just a strange occurrence, I think.
Yeah, it's a strange arrangement, a strange setup.
Yeah, it was weird. But I mean, I guess that is how it would have to be, simply because they don't want the line going all over into the food court. I don't know.
There's something they could have done. Maybe they could have arranged it like a worm, like a snake.
Like snaking around.
Yeah, snaking around, and then people could have like had a couple of opportunities to look before they order. I don't know.
Like Mystic Drawbridge.
Yes, like them.
Anyway, point is, it was weirdly set up. It was hard to tell what flavors there were, so when I eventually saw that there was a flavor that sounded decent, I'm like, give me that one. And, kind of same thing I feel like for you. And then we got to the register. I went to check out, and I almost fell on the floor.
Yeah, I'd definitely
say
so.
We ordered small cups.
Because we didn't want much. We just wanted to taste the ice cream.
Right. And their small cups were very small. Like, they're a true small.
They're probably the smallest of the smalls we've ever seen.
It was very small.
Besides maybe Carvel.
And they're kind of small. We spent, like...
What was it, like crazy $7 or something?
We spent like $22 for all three of us. Like, yeah, I think it was $7 and change each.
For smalls.
For the smalls. Hold on, let me pull up my credit card statement because I'm a psycho.
I think Häagen Dazs is definitely made to be sold in grocery stores. Like, I think Häagen Dazs just... I don't know if it works very well.
It's worse than
Oh my
I thought.
god, what is it?
$26.55.
What the hell? For three smalls?
For three smalls.
Yeah, I don't think Häagen Dazs should function as a storefront if that's the kind of prices they need to charge for us to, have in front of the building. Like, I feel like there's something wrong there.
Yeah, I don't know why the markup is so extreme. Especially since even the pint at the grocery store is not $7. No, $8 each.
Something's wrong.
Wait, almost $9 because that's almost $27.
It's insane.
And that's three
how
people.
Much? Do you remember how much like the mediums and the larges were?
I don't remember, and now I'm afraid to ask.
Yeah, that's a problem, bro. That's a problem. Häagen Dazs itself tastes fine, but the prices at the physical location were kind of insane.
Mm-hmm. That was unbelievable.
We the other ice cream place that we went to that same day, the prices were like minuscule comparatively speaking, and we got so much more.
Yep.
And that place was like that's not a chain. No. So they just had those prices.
Yeah, and we only spent $15 at the other place.
Jesus Christ. And we probably got more ice cream between both of us than we did for those three smalls.
Yeah, probably.
Yes. So, that's a problem. Physical location-wise.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not cheap still if you go to, like, a grocery store. But, really expensive for the physical location. Stick to the grocery store.
Indeed. Alrighty, so we're getting to that time.
Yes, it is that time. So place it somewhere on the tier list.
And I mean, quality and taste-wise, it's pretty good, right?
Alright, yep. Here we go.
Alright.
I'll start us off.
Okay.
For the S tier, we have Allstead Farms, Frozen Flavors, Milkcraft, Mystic Drawbridge, Ryan's Homemade Ice Cream, Surreal Creamery, Friendly's, Strollo's Lighthouse, and The Baked Bear.
In the A tier, we have Gabriel's Fountain, Nicholas Creamery, Carvel, Sunday Afternoon, Smoothie King, Ralph's Famous Italian Ices, and Frozen Yo Cafe.
And then we put, for the B tier, Jersey Freeze, Rita's, Baskin Robbins, and Cold Stone.
The C tier, we have Poor Little Lonely Shake Shack.
And for D tier, we have Dairy Queen, Magnificos, and Mini Melts. And this is just a reminder, if we ever disappear one day, all of a sudden, and no one ever heard from us again, please investigate Dairy Queen, Magnificos, or Mini Melts. Because that's probably where our bodies were turned into the ice cream.
Oh my god. Horrendous. Anyway, so we need to place Häagen Dazs somewhere in this list.
Okay.
But I think...
Are we judging them based on their ice cream alone or the store? Because I don't think it's fair to judge Häagen Dazs the prices at that store. We should base it off...
I think we need to do all of it together.
Oh my. Okay.
Right? Because if we have to judge it on the flavor and the price.
So what, you want to average those prices from the grocery store prices and then...
Not really. I just think we should consider it in our placement. Because ice cream quality-wise, I feel like it's right around like the between Carvel and Sunday afternoon zone.
Yeah, I'd say so. But then the price. I feel like we're really loading these last three videos into like low A tier, because I feel like that's where you're thinking about, right?
Yeah, kinda.
So then, I feel like this should be more up to you, because you're more of a Häagen Dazs person. My biggest two things to comment on was the ice cream was quite good, but the prices are high.
So here's an idea. How do you feel about putting it after Sunday afternoon before Smoothie King? Because it is ice cream. And I mean, Smoothie King was really good, but it was expensive also.
Yeah, it was. And it's like traditional ice cream.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not going to fight you on that. That seems like pretty good logic to me.
Okay. That was easy. So after Sunday afternoon, before Smoothie King, right kind of in the middle of the A tier for now.
Yeah, but that's based on flavor, I feel like, mostly. Unless we want to, like, I don't know, man. Those prices are crazy.
At the storefront, the prices were crazy. At the grocery store, the prices aren't that crazy, but they are still inexpensive.
The average, though, people are buying from the grocery store.
Right, usually.
So, yeah, you know what? I think that's a fine enough choice.
Plus, I think you have to consider the fact that, like, it's located in the Menlo Park Mall, which has a reputation for being an expensive mall.
Is it?
I don't know if you knew this. Yeah.
No, I did not know that.
It's like, it's got a lot of designer stores. I don't know if you noticed that while we were walking around.
I remember you mentioning it.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's literally, like, a Michael Kors storefront. And
I don't know what a Michael Kors is.
Nordstrom's, and
that one I know.
There's, like, all of, the different sunglass places, and there's jewelry places, and, I mean, even, like, their big restaurant, right? Their big restaurant that they have, not in the food court, is the Cheesecake Factory, which is known for being a little pricey as well.
I'm surprised our episode number 26 guy can even, like, handle himself being across the way from that cheesecake factory.
Yes, no, Cheesequake is a place. Cheesecake is a dessert.
It's funny because I called that forest Cheesecake Park for the longest time.
I think we all did.
And now I'm calling the restaurant the Cheesequake.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's ironic in a lot of ways.
It all comes around. It's like George Lucas said, it's like a cycle.
Did George Lucas say that?
He was talking about like a cycle of events repeating in his films.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But anywho, that, my friends, has been episode 25. We are officially at the halfway point in our season 1 of Scooped podcast.
Yes, we are at the mid-season finale, isn't it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
essentially.
And one season being a year.
Right.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Besides 1 week, we've kept it up in all of this time. And that was only because my computer exploded.
Yeah, that was a whole thing.
Fun times.
Alrighty. So thank you as always for listening to us. Be sure to, continue to follow us on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, everything that you can find us on. Give us a like or a subscribe or a follow so you can always know where to go for your Frozen favorites. And be sure to tune in next week for the tier list shake up video that we've all been waiting for. And let's not forget, you could be the first one to donate to our Ko-fi account.
Yes.
If you so desire. So, please do.
Or else.
Yeah.
I mean, if you so desire.
I mean, if we have to keep going in places like Häagen Dazs, we're gonna go broke, so.
Yeah, hopefully that's not the case.
So honestly,
ice cream is expensive, people.
Guys, we could use some help. But anyway, thank you as always for listening, and we look forward to next week and seeing what happens at the mid-season shakeup.
Yes, I'm looking forward to this because that tier list does need to get shaken up.
Mm-hmm.
Very top heavy.
Alrighty.
All right, thanks for watching. Bye.